Welcome, folks, to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Hemingway, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where folks have been shouting "Hotty Toddy" since the very early hours today. All of us feeling very lucky to be here. Number 1 versus number 2. It is built to this, and the college football world is just stopping to watch and see what happens in this game. It could very well be a preview of a playoff matchup, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Rebels will kick this away to start us off. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking to pass, it's Orji. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
So not only does he get his first completion in the game, that's great, but probably a good way to start this game, just to be able to settle into the game and start to be able to go out there and make plays for this offense.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Picks up 9. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the sack. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he pulls in the catch. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking for a deep completion. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and his defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Dart. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
That's a good job here by this defense, especially the linebacker man coverage. But the quarterback needs some help here from his intended target. He needs to be able to find the guy that can separate and pull away from man coverage to be able to make any play at all.
Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Caught behind the line. It's Wells. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to you.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Offense setting the tone early. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Scanning the field, it's Orji. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking right, this one caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Goes backwards, he'll lose 10 yards there.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set, second down play here. And the single back takes the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ole Miss 7, Michigan 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Watkins. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Rebels hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air, it's Dart. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone. He comes up short. Now we're looking at a third and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on third and goal.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. You got to wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT is good.
Kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick it off.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. And the back now goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's dark. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One play, they're already past the 40. First and 10. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Rebels looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Second down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. He slings this one deep down the left side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Rebels line up on first and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective. When as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
The Rebels looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Catch made on the right side. Brought down after 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. They'll go hurry up here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking downfield. It's Dart. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
Number 9. Ball played in the end zone.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Set to kick off.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. But that's good coverage there.
Michigan offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Close to the tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he's brought down, but it's a 1st down, spotted near the 41. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Dropping back. It's Orgy. And he's hit right as he throws it. Not complete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep shot caught right at the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now, that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset gets much more aggressive. You're not thinking just about 3 points.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Tries to get it to the running back. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half and talk strategy here. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to pass. It's Dark. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And the quarterback dropping back. He's hit just before the throw. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Complete to the running back. But can he get there? Finds room at the 30. Great effort there to get points before halftime, but they bring him down, and the clock runs out. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they will claim the second half lead. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away.
14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, coach.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry up.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
A short completion to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back. It's Dart. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40. And the Rebels pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. 2nd and 10 here.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
The ball is knocked away from him, and that ball could bounce anywhere. But a great heads-up play by the returner to be able to avoid a disastrous play and get the recovery.
And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Michigan 35, Ole Miss 14.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. The Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. And the Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
That's caught. It's Bentley. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Rebels looking to cash in this red zone trip. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 35, Ole Miss 14.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Orji. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Movement at the second level of the defense now. Fires it to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Pass caught. Can he get in? He's swarmed by the defense. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They'll try to run this one in. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation. In 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Caught over the middle. It's pre-scoring. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Dart. That's a bullet over the middle. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing for his running back. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Trucks through the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Oh, it's a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board. But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
And I love this call. Anything you can do to get this wide receiver to get his hands on the football, you do it. But give credit to this defense. They were not surprised at all and kept him to a short gain.
Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Defense is coming after him. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Dart. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion. He'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Here's another interception, but we're losing track.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Throws it to the right. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Orgy. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Number 17.
That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against the secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Well, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Going for a big play downfield. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. That run sets up a critical third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer. The pit and the big return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with it.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more